Hi everyone, it's Sally, and I have been making some more minis. I made these covers first, and I really like the way they came out. They're very grungy looking. I have just some old, very old yellow cellophane tape from a book or something. Maybe it was a package, and a lot of these like scraps here, like when I take a book apart. The spine usually looks kind of like this. Sometimes it has little scraps of paper stuck to it, and it's a lot of stitching. And here's a piece of another one. It's kind of a different color. And I've been saving these for a while, and I have been gutting a lot of books recently. And I've just been saving those because I just like the way they look. And so that's what I used on these. This was a very small book, which I just zigzagged, and then here's a piece of another one, and just some old tea-stained lace. This is the inside of a security envelope that was tea-stained. This was just the stapled part of the top of I don't know, a calendar or something. So lots of torn edges. So this is what I've been using for the covers, and then I put the eyelets in the corners, just kind of give it a little rustic look, although there is lots of stitching to hold it together, and it's basically glued down onto a file folder. So that one I made first, and then I had some more of that blue paper, so I did another one. And this one has, I just like how that's so ruffly, the texture of that. And then some yellow tape and other pieces all pieced together. So that one, and then I did this one. This one I had didn't use the blue paper, I used some Tim Holtz scraps I had. I like the bugs, the one with the bugs on it. And just, all kind of grungy looking. And this one. So this one had, most of the book part was gone. It was just the book cloth. And you can kind of see where I collaged some paper underneath. And some more of those bugs, and then some more book spine. And actually I have these 4 are done. I have these 3 that are not done yet, but they're going to be bigger. More lace on there, some fabric. So just lots of writing paper in there so far. I haven't really finished those. I like the way this one really came out here with the black. This is actually a cigar label. My son-in-law smokes cigars, and he's been saving the labels for me. And part of a book spine. This is the leather that was actually on a pair of jeans. In the back of jeans, they have that leather tag. That's what that is. Some fabric. And here's another one with some assorted scraps all stitched together. So anyway, so I'm just they're very similar on the inside. These 4 are done. And those other 3 are not, but I'll be finishing them pretty soon. So this is what they look like on the inside. They each have a pocket here. And in the pocket, I put one of the flower fairies. It's just part of a book. And so the elastic closure is it can actually be removed because it's just a piece of elastic with a button to keep it from sliding through. And it just threads through that eyelet like that. So it could be taken off if you didn't like having a closure. And as you can see, I used some of the same paper that's here in my background. An old page from the shorthand book. So lots of, blank ledger paper. Some of my field guides, which were just the right size, to fit in here. I hardly had to do any trimming on those. So I used quite a few of them. Tried to go through my books looking for something that had the right size pages. This one here, these were a little long, so it folds out. So there's lots of writing space. They're sort of like a naked journal because there's just not a lot of embellishment or anything in there. Oh, and they have 2 signatures. I decided that normally I would not put 2 signatures in these little minis like this, but because these are so thick and I have so many pages in them, it came out better just to have 2 signatures, and that really worked out well. I like the way it looks. Lots of assorted papers here. So on this page, so some people don't really like snakes, so I covered it up, but like this. So you don't have to look at the snake if you don't want to. And I think on this side, yeah. So on this side, there's another page here, but underneath it, there's some lizards and turtles. So I don't know. Some people just don't love amphibians and reptiles, but I think they're nice. So a little pocket there. And here's the second signature. Another one of my field guides. I just love those beautiful birds. Sparrows. Some vintage book pages and pages from my bird book. And each one has very similar pages in it. This is a really old one, so I had to reinforce the crease. Yeah, just lots of blank pages and just a few other things kind of thrown in for interest or inspiration. It's from a art book. Another small little like field guide size book. And then in the back pocket I have one of these pages from the Henry Wadsworth Longfellow Book of Quotes. It's really very old. Each page was bound together like with just a ribbon that was tied here. They're not all by Longfellow. They were just a collection of sayings and quotes. And so that's this one. And of course, like I said, this elastic just goes right through here, like that. And so it goes around like that. And so I put 35 on these. They're a little bit thicker than the other minis I did. So here's another one, a different collage, but very similar on the inside. I'll just kind of quickly show you. See, more fairies, more birds. This one actually has a little bag in it with an old Christmas card there. Very similar. Here's another one. And then this one. Okay, so that's it. I finished 4 of these, and I will be working on the other 3 next. And I might add more embellishment to these, like pockets and stuff like that. I just had so much fun making these covers. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, thanks for watching.